and you have been counted worthy of the highest rank of the Boy Scouts of America. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you know, is one of high honor and responsibility. You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to your duty to God and to your country, to your fellow Scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you lived up to your obligations, you bring high honor to yourself and your brother Scouts. Your responsibility goes beyond your fellow Scouts to your country and your God. America has many good things to give you and your children after you, but these things depend most upon the quality of her citizens. Our country has had a great past, and you're here to make the future greater. I challenge you to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the highest level of service to God and your fellow man. So live to serve those who know you. You will be inspired to the finest way. We have too many who use their strength and their brains to exploit others and gain selfish ends. I challenge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and abilities to the common good. Build America on a solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and a reverence of God. And whatever others say or may do, you leave behind you a record of which every Scout may justly be proud. On behalf of the Court of Honor, the Bluegrass Council, and Boy Scouts of America, the highest hope that you will always respect the finest character and citizenship. We welcome you into the Brotherhood of the Eagle Scouts and congratulate you, your parents and your Scout leaders. We have one more thing to do. Actually, I just got to do this last week. So, for those that don't know about this tradition, it's something that I brought from my Cub Scout pack years ago. And when a Scout crosses from being a Weeblo, which is the oldest group in Cub Scouts, and earning their Earl of Light, they cross into Boy Scouts. At that time, they're challenged to earn their Eagle. And as a reminder of that, we take their Weeblo's neckerchief and tie them in square numbers to join you on a Scout. Actually, we did that just a few days ago with some of the Scouts that are sitting right over here. And part of that challenge is, this is a reminder, when you get to earn your Eagle, invite us back, we'll untie it for you. So, congratulations.
Now it's Steve Goddard, Chris Ward, and the parents of the candidate, as supported by Family Eagle Scout Representative Rob Gottmeyer, please come forward for the presentation of the award.
Life Scout Connor Fitzpatrick, we are finally at that point you have been waiting for. Having confirmed all readiness for the reception of this award, it is now time to formally present this high badge of accomplishment. By the authority vested in me by the National Court of Honor of the Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you an Eagle Scout. May the oath you have taken always remain with you. No words of this Court of Honor could do justice to the devotion and patience and perseverance with which your Scoutmaster has helped you towards worthy manhood. Only from his hands could you receive your Eagle Award at this moment. Will Scoutmaster Chris Ward pin the badge on this new Eagle Scout? Let's all stand and give them a round of applause. I congratulate you again, and may I remind you, Scouting should now become an even greater tie between son and parents, binding you even more closely as a family. To you, Eagle Scout Connor Fitzpatrick, I express confidence that you will honor Scouting with your life and service as today Scouting honors you. That God may bless you and make you a blessing is our prayer. So the next step is a process which we started long ago. And we don't do this throughout all of Scouting, but we've done it with Troop 180 since its inception. And we read the names of all the Eagle Scouts from the troop before you, and then ask you to sign the Book of Honor. So first of all, we're going to read those names. Jeremiah Denny, 1997. Stephen Goddard, 1997. Zachary Simpson, 2002. Ashley Decker, 1993. Michael Murphy, 1993. Cole Anderson, 2004. Jacob Denny, 2004. Mark Anderson, 2004. Chris Bryant, 2005. Brandon Brown, 2005. Josh Pierce, 2006. Patrick Klusner, 2006. Michael Bruin, 2007. Nick Beasley, 2007. Jordan Denny, 2007. Bradley Baker, 2014. Jonah Pfeiffer, 2016. James Ward, 2017. Austin Willoughby, 2017. And Jake Chatfield, 2018. If there's any Eagle Scouts in the audience, we'd like you to stand at this time. And we want to give you a round of applause for joining. If you'd like to come around and sign the Book of Honor. Also, there is a plaque downstairs where all of the scouts that are part of the troop have a block of wood with their name on it. And Connor would need to put his underneath the Eagle Scout emblem, and that will remain there as long as Troop 180 is a troop. And those other scouts will come and go if they don't make it to Eagle and they leave the troop. Their block of wood is reassigned.
So what does the plaque say? just thank you, Dad, for all you did to help me obtain this great honor of Eagle Scout. Love Eagle Scout, Connor Fitzpatrick, Troop 180.
Rob, if you could escort them back to their seats. Hello everyone, by now you obviously know my name, Connor Fitzpatrick. I'm glad to be here today to finally accept this coveted award. I remember when I was in kindergarten, my mother came up to talk to me about this little organization called Cub Scouts. I was very intrigued. Young boys like me going out into the woods to camp with friends, that sounded like an amazing time, and boy was I ready. As I entered the first grade, I was incapable of coming to full Pac 180 meetings, so I was ushered aside and taught one-on-one by Ms. Michelle Price. I learned a great deal about Lancaster's history during that time. However, as I entered second grade, I was then able to take part in full meetings. Here's where I met Mikey Young and R.J. Kilby in Wolf Scouts. These two stuck with me throughout the entirety of Cub Scouts. This is also where I first met Gina Pfeiffer and Jeremy Pfeiffer, who helped encourage me to learn and get stronger in the ways of scouting. As third grade came and went, I met a new face who would stick with me to Boy Scouts, Josh Hale. Josh Hale, Ethan Brewer, and Tony Sutton. All these people were incremental in my success and allowed me to enjoy my Cub Scouting days immeasurably. Weed Blow Rain came by so quickly I wasn't sure I was ready to leave. But I ran into one of the best people I have ever best person I've ever met, Alex Nichols. Me, Alex, R.J. Kilby, Josh Hale, and Gus Hensley went on to form what used to be known as the Creeper Patrol. It didn't last long. However, crossover came, and that's when Mikey Young departed for my adventure, and when I realized to climb the Eagle was only going to get harder and harder. Here, followed by our Weed Below leader, Chris Lane, I really got to know Steve Goddard and Chris Ford. Steve was only my scoutmaster a few months until we transferred to United Methodist Church of Lancaster, Kentucky, where Chris Ford took over. The Creeper Patrol started off strong, earning our Boy Scout badges quickly and eager to continue our climb. There I met amazing people during this time and got closer to a lot more people. During my adventure, I had a lot of doubts. I wanted to give up some days, but I didn't. I knew that this was an exclusive party, and I wanted to be invited and finish what my dad sought to complete in his early years. During this time, I went to the Saddle River in Michigan, ended up doing it twice. I went through practice hikes to get to Philmont, but ultimately had to wait due to the wildfires. And here I strongly bonded with many members of our crew: Ethan Brewer, Ryan Ward, Noah Stone, Tyler Tanner, James Ward, James Blankenship, Austin Willoughby, Tony Sutton, Chris Ward, and Steve Goddard. However, I knew we would go one day. During this time, I was finishing up my approach to the top of the mountain. With the help of the city of Lancaster and its mayor, Chris Davis, I was able to do my Eagle project at the ever-expanding 5-star park. I built 6 picnic tables in order to allow parents to rest and let families enjoy each other's company. I would now like to thank those who helped me in this endeavor: Ryan Ward, James Ward, Hunter Lurch, Noah Stone, Josh Stone, Danny Roberts, Destin Hart, Ethan Brewer, Brody Callahan, Tony Sutton, Brian Callahan, Chris Ward, Chris Lane, and Steve Goddard. From here, I plan on continuing my efforts and strengthening my education to go on to join the ranks of software engineers and future game developers and enjoy the entertainment industry. And I hereby accept this Eagle Award. Thank you. Would Chris Ward please come back up to the stage for the reading of letters?
So Connor asked me to read a couple of letters. So I'm gonna read one from Deborah J. McDonald, Colonel, U.S. Army. She says, "Dear Eagle Scout Connor, congratulations on recently becoming an Eagle Scout. Your achievement on attempting the Eagle Scout Award is a deserved expression of your dedication, confidence, and potential for future success. The Boy Scouts look to its Eagle Scouts for maturity, leadership, and experience. As an Eagle Scout, your ability to influence and assist other Boy Scouts will be markedly increased. Additionally, others that you have impressed along the way will seek to emulate your example. You have accepted and met the challenge that places you in an elite group with many great Americans. The Eagle Scout Award is a true testament of your character. I am confident that you will exemplify the qualities of Eagle Scout Award with the same enthusiasm and leadership that have characterized your service to date. Your award is exemplary, and this is exactly the type of achievement we look for in candidates applying to West Point. If you have not considered attending college at the United States Military Academy, I hope you will consider learning more about the opportunities here and opening an application by visiting," and she lists the website. "Again, congratulations and good luck in your future endeavors." So, this other letter that I'm going to read, Jonah got one of these when he made Eagle. When James and Austin made Eagle, I didn't ask for one of these letters. And this is from Mike Rowe, because the way this used to work is you would send a request to Mike Rowe, and he would fill out, it was a form letter with blanks, and he would handwrite your name into the blanks, and you would get this letter back. And then over the course of the years that he would do this, he missed a boy, and a mom got very upset with him, and she blasted him on Facebook. So Mike Rowe decided that he would no longer send these letters out like he had in the past, because he was afraid that he would miss a boy again. So when James and Austin made Eagle, and that's when I found this out, because I tried to request a letter, because I really liked the letter that I got for Jonah for that, and I like what the letter says. But I went on Mike Rowe's website, and he's got the form letter up there, and he tells the story. You can read the story of what happened and why he no longer sends these letters, but his letter is there, and you can print it, and then you can have somebody fill it out, and that's what Connor's dad has done. So I'm going to read this. It says, "Dear Connor, back in 1977, I got a letter from the President of the United States congratulating me on becoming an Eagle Scout. The letter was printed on thick, creamy paper with my name typed in at the top and Gerald Ford's signature at the bottom, right next to the President's seal. Very impressive. However, as I studied the President's signature and compared it with those on the bottom of identical letters he had sent to other Eagle Scouts and other troops, I came to the conclusion that I was not holding a personal letter from the President of the United States. I was holding a form letter. Don't get me wrong, Connor. It was a nice gesture, and I appreciated the sentiment, but I decided then and there that if I ever found myself in a position of sending out thousands of letters to Eagle Scouts everywhere, I would not try to fool the recipient into thinking they had received something uniquely personal. After all, Connor, a Scout is trustworthy. Whether he goes on to become the President of the United States or the host of a show on cable television, which is why I want to be absolutely clear about the nature of this letter. While I did not, in fact, write every word, I did not write it specifically to you. The truth is, Connor, it was your dad who wrote your name in the blanks, and it is your dad who is deeply proud of what you have accomplished on this day, as they should be. The Eagle Award is still a big deal, and congratulations are most definitely in order. However, the only message I can offer you as a young man I've never actually met. It's the same advice I received from my dad, moments after I received the same honor. Don't get cocky. Contrary to what many have told you, Connor, this award will not change the way people look at you. I'm sorry, but it's true. We now live in a world where everyone seems to get some sort of a trophy, and the majority of Americans simply have no idea how difficult or special your accomplishment truly is. But that's not a fact worth bemoaning, because the truth is, the Eagle Award comes with no magic power or influence. It's simply a recognition of what you've accomplished so far. And while it's true that many Eagle Scouts have gone on to do great things in life, it's also true that many others have not. I know a guy who got his Eagle a couple of years before me. His chest literally puffed up and never returned to its normal size. His dad got him into a decent school, and when he finally graduated, he showed off his diploma like it was the first merit badge. Today, he is a miserable, pompous, pain in the butt with no friends. 2 ex-wives, a job he hates. He still has a collegiate football trophy on his mantle next to his diploma and an identical copy of that same form letter from Gerald Ford congratulating him for something he did 35 years ago. Do me a favor, Connor. Don't be that guy. Don't wait for the world to acknowledge your accomplishments. When you're finished with scouting, donate your uniform to the Salvation Army. In a few years, it's not going to fit anyway. Fold up your sash and stow it away somewhere private, along with all the other tokens of what you've done so far. Roll up your sleeves